So my name is Micah Ang, and currently I'm majoring in BS Psychology. I'm a junior standing in UH Manoa, and I came from the Philippines 5 years ago, and I'm loving Hawaii.
My name is Marian Hool. I am a biology major at UH Manoa. I'm a junior, and I'm planning on going into medical school when I graduate. I was born and raised here, and I go to school at Leeward right now. Well, our project focuses on the effects of heat stress, which is basically too much heat being put on an organism.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at the effects of heat stress on chicken livers and how that contributes to overall egg quality.
Right, and on a molecular level, we're looking at this thing called oxidative stress, and so we're monitoring genes that are expressed in the liver tissue, and we're trying to monitor or determine whether or not they're being upregulated or downregulated, meaning they're being expressed if either they're under heat stress or not under heat stress.
So we're actually working with the College of Tropical Agriculture at Manoa, and our PI or project investigator, Dr. Mishra. This is actually his project, and he did a majority of the work. Like he did the chicken trials. He looked at what genes were being expressed or what possible genes there were, and then we just did the dirty work. We like the easy dirty work, but we just looked at we took their work and we just extended it in a way and really looked at what was being expressed, like what genes were being expressed. And based on our data, we can give it back to them and they can see, what further research can be done and what our data can do to, further overall development in that field, yeah.
And we are actually part of a bigger project that they're doing, so they work a lot with the reproductive health of chickens, and so with our work, it's actually a foundation for them to look in ways to mitigate the effects of heat stress by improving their the nutrition that they get from the feeds and adding things such as antioxidants that combat the effects of heat stress.
And heat stress is a bad thing, especially in the poultry industry, and especially because we live in Hawaii, it's so hot. Like chickens that are overheated naturally either produce bad eggs or they don't produce any eggs at all. And that's really a bad thing when it comes to the financial part of it. Like the poultry farmers lose a lot of money and people have less eggs to eat, basically.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think the lessons that we've gained here in this program, especially like determination and persistence, and I think most importantly, when things aren't going right, you're gonna feel sad and irritated and angry sometimes, and you just want to quit. But you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to step back, take a breather, walk around if you have to, but you need to look at the bigger picture and know that if you keep pushing on, something will happen, and maybe it might not be what you want, but something's gonna happen, and you're gonna get somewhere. You need to not give up. Persistence. That's what I learned. Yeah.
That's good. And it's a lot about personal growth too. Personally, even if you were to have spoken to me like months ago, I wouldn't even have the guts to face you, but this research project has taught me a lot about communication and just being confident and knowing what you want to say and what you want other people to know, and just sharing that knowledge that you get or that you've gained from an experience. And I think it's a very valuable lesson that I'm going to be able to bring with me if I do go to med school, and all the processes that leads to that, and just being open to learn and being open to failure, because failure again is a stepping stone for that learning process. And then it's just more than just growing in the academe, but growing as a person.
And I think just to add on to what Micah said, failure is inevitable, and you need to be comfortable with it, because you're gonna fail, and you need to know how to face it and accept it, but just know that it shouldn't weigh you down, because you need to move on.